Sir, shall we start the meeting, sir?
Okay, madam. Now is nearing 100. Okay, madam. Okay, let them come and join. We will start the meeting, madam. 10:06. Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir. Good morning and a cordial welcome to one and all to the concluding day of our Freshers Orientation Program on this fantabulous Friday morning. Today, we have a resource person from NCPAR, Mr. Ramesh Raja, Head Training, Nehru Corporate Placement and Industrial Relationships. Sir is addressing on the topic Skills and Grooming. So now I request Ms. B. Nalini, Assistant Professor, BSc and BBA, Nehru College of Aeronautics and Applied Sciences, to introduce our chief guest. I welcome you, Nalini ma'am.
Thank you, Vasuki ma'am. Good morning to one and all who are present here. I am highly privileged to introduce our resource person, Mr. Ramesh Raja. Mr. Ramesh Raja is a professional soft skill trainer and tenured soft skill, verbal and behavioral trainer with experience in facilitating people use their hidden potential by helping them to identify their core competency in the terms of actual strength. Train students to develop the verbal skills like communication, group discussion, and goal setting. He is a certified psychometric analyst with experience in measuring attitude and personalities of people, providing training and empowering them. He has completed his BSc degree, that is BSc Physics, Master of Arts in Political and International Relations, and MBA degree program. He has worked as an associate trainer in Nehru Academy and Managerial Excellence, and soft skill trainer in RVS Group of Institutions, Coimbatore. Now, head of Nehru Corporate Placement and Industrial Relations, Coimbatore. To add his further, he has a certified as the Cambridge English Level 1 certificate in ESOL International and Cambridge Assessment English Technical Knowledge Test Module 1, Cambridge Assessment English Technical Knowledge Test Module 2, Cambridge Assessment English Technical Knowledge Test Module 3. It is indeed a pleasure to hear such an eminent and bright personality among us today. We wholeheartedly welcome you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
So thank you, ma'am, for your well-meant words of welcome. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Ramesh Raja. Sir, over to you, sir.
And your students, in fact, this is a wonderful day, I would say, to meet very fresh minds. Usually, we do train peoples in the colleges, but then meeting fresh students who have just now joined the college is entirely a different experience. So I thank all the people who have given me this opportunity, Balaji sir and Vigarav sir, for giving me this opportunity. So today's topic is going to be on skills and grooming. So when this topic was given to me, normally when we get this topic, okay, a small check. I think I'm audible and clear. Is that?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Right. So when this topic was given to me, skills and grooming, I was actually wondering, okay, what can I talk to the people, especially people who are very fresh. I'm going to talk to you something regarding job skills. I think it might be too early at this point in time, though everyone needs it. So I thought, like, let me teach or let me discuss about the life skills, okay, which is mandatory for each and every one of us. And in fact, this is something like which I have observed in my students, which I actually want to tell all my students during the training session. But I felt like this is a bit late. But now this would be the right time to discuss such points. So to begin with, again, I want this session to be a little interactive. If I keep talking, I don't know about you, but I get bored a lot unless people at the other end respond. And at least in the classrooms, I'll be able to see your faces. But now, in an online mode, you must respond a lot. So to begin with, Uh, Let me begin with a question. So what I'll do is like I'll start a small presentation. Okay? Uh, so here I'd like to play a video for you. Okay. So first let's watch the video and then we'll continue. Okay. Okay. So hope you enjoyed that video. I could see your reaction to the chat box. I felt it's an extremely hilarious video, I must say. So now I'd like to ask some questions, and I want these people to talk to me. Okay, because they have given me okay. Abhinash.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good morning, Abhinash. So how was the video, Abhinash?
Sir, எதுவும் கேட்க முடியுங்க சார், ஒன்றும் கேட்க முடியும்.
Able to hear me now?
Sir, sir.
Oh. So how was the video?
Sir, it's nice, sir. So funny, sir.
Funny. Okay. Now, why did we laugh at it, Abhinash?
Sir, it's funny, but it's a fact, sir.
It's a fact. Okay.
That's a
Now,
fact. But it was so funny, sir.
okay. Right. Again for the entire group. Again for the entire group of people. This is just Abhinash is just here. Okay, let me have someone else. I think Abhinash is having too much of background noise. Can I have Ranjit or Vaishnavi?
Sir.
Ranjit, good.
Hi, sir.
Okay. So, Ranjit, you have put a laugh out loud emoticons. In your chat box, you have given shared a laughing video. I mean, a laughing icon. So I can understand that you are laughing at that video, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So why did you laugh at that video?
Sir, it's the difference between foreign country and our country, sir. And it's really
Okay.
funny.
But don't you think they have insulted us?
Sir, they insulted us only, sir, but we are also doing like that only, no, sir.
So very good. We have to change. But actually, if someone insults you, will you laugh?
No.
Again, you are just a representative. I'm not, I don't know Ranjit's face at all. I'm taking Ranjit as a representative of the class because I cannot talk to everyone inside the class. So let me put this question to Vaishnavi. Vaishnavi?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma. So now if someone is insulting you, okay,
Yes, sir.
saying that you don't know this, you are fit for nothing, or about you, how will you feel, Vaishnavi? You feel very happy?
No, sir.
What will be your actual feeling if someone insults you?
நம்ம திருப்பி அவங்க இன்சல்ட் பண்ணாதபடி நடந்துக்கணும்னு பாப்போம்.
That's right. But immediate என்ன feeling வரும் உங்களுக்கு? ஒருத்தர் உங்களை பார்த்து ரொம்ப அசிங்கமா திட்டினா
வரும்.
anger. இந்த வீடியோவை பார்த்து நம்மள எத்தனை பேருக்கு anger வந்துச்சு? Everyone was very happy. Wow, hey, super da. And very good comments. Thank you, Vaishnavi. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So yes, ma. So this is what I'm going to talk about today. Now we have actually lost. Looking at this, someone is insulting us to the core, and we are laughing at it very happily. Okay. In fact, this is a very old video. I don't know if you have seen this. I'm sorry, the audio was not good. I mean, if it had been a regular session, I had a better version, but I have to play it from the YouTube link for better connectivity. So audio is again just a background music, so we can ignore it. But then this is the point. See, someone is insulting us like anything, and we are very happily enjoying that insult. Okay. Now, why this happens? Okay. Why is that we are like? And this is where I want to talk about the skills. Okay, so let me start with the presentation now. One minute. So this is going to be the topic for the day on skills and grooming. Okay. So this is like two areas. So first, I'd like to begin with seeing my growth. So he is insulting, so I don't care about the person from that Janagan. Feel very happy because they get inferior of seeing my growth. Okay, entirely a different comment from Janagan. See, if someone is insulting you for something good you have, then that's a different thing. You can ignore them. But here it is, they, okay, we'll see finally at the end. Right. So now, to begin with, I'd like to start with this question, goals. Okay. I want people to comment in the chat box, like, what is your goal in your life? What is your goal in your life? Okay, Sai Sudesh to get placed in a good company. Yes, please respond. I've got only one response so far. Become a fighter pilot. Very good. Then change my lifestyle and be good man, be successful and happy. Sashi Kumar Menon. Be a good son. I want to be a pilot, to get a job and make my dad happy. Going to a good job, settlement at the age of 25, to be perfect in English speaking, to achieve my dream, being a good people to this country and good son. I want to be successful in the country, going to a good job, develop skills in this field, work in airline, get a job, make my parents happy, get a good job until Mahabharati, explore the world, things to achieve, full day, to live life, wonderful, reach my desired peak, earn money, share, to get good position in society, make parents happy. Very good. Sai Darban, to be happy. Pragati, I should succeed in life, become an industrialist, round the world. Sharat says to build best career and happy, fulfill life, to change my world. Very good. Then again. Right. So let me stop it here. Now, why I wanted to ask this, you know, again, I would like to ask specific people for some answers. I want those people alone to give me answers. So feel free. Okay, there's one person, Seen Ragul, says, I want to become a pilot. Ragul?
Yes, sir.
Why do you want to become a pilot, Ragul?
Sir, my dream is to become a pilot, sir. I want to fly in air.
Want to fly in air. How did you get that?
And
when did it start actually?
Before 5 years, sir.
For 5 years. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now again, okay, thank you. Next, Bharat Ye. Bharat, are you there?
Sir?
Bharat, you have mentioned about going to a good job, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So why do you have that as a goal in your life?
ஏனாட்டிக்கு பைலட் ஆகணும் சார்.
இல்ல நான் ஏன் அப்படின்னு கேட்கிறேன். எதுக்காக இந்த கோல் வச்சிருக்கீங்க? Why do you have it?
ஒரு நல்ல ஜாப் போய்
No, what is in it becoming a pilot? Pilot are the or going to a good job lender.
பைலட் ஆகணும் ஆசை சார்.
Offset. Okay. I take this word. Maybe let me note it somewhere here.
Yes, sir.
So he's saying something called desire. Please.
Huh?
Yeah. Thanks. Let me ask. Okay, Akshaya John. Yes, Akshaya? Yes. So you have mentioned that I want to become an air hostess. Now again,
yes, sir.
why do you want to become an air hostess? Huh?
First of all, I love flight.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to work in an airport. I also love aerospace.
Okay, flight and love for.
It's my dream, sir.
Job. Dream. Okay. So thanks, man. Again, I need to go back to Vaishnavi because as they mentioned about dreams. Vaishnavi?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so you have mentioned to make my dreams come true. Why
Yes,
do
sir.
you want your dreams come true?
To achieve my goals.
Mm-hmm. Now, again, you're not getting me the answer, right answer. See, I'm asking question. It's for everyone. I ask questions. My purpose is not to trouble you people or tell you something. I'm just driving you towards something. Okay, that's my goal. I just want you to give me some answers. I'm driving you towards that goal. That's all. So again, this is not the answer, Vaishnav. Why? What is in it? If a dream comes true, what will happen?
Our wishes will be fulfilled.
Okay. Then?
And desires. Then I don't know, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, let me go to Subramani Yam. Okay. Let me go to Sugunesh. Okay. Sugunesh. Yes,
sir.
Sugunesh. Morning. Sugunesh has got a very good he says, I want to go for a good job and buy many bikes.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Why Sugunesh? Why is this? Why do you want to buy many bikes?
Sir, I like bikes very much, sir. So that.
So by buying the bikes, what do you get? It's enough one
Sir,
bike, right?
Yes, sir.
Then why do you want to buy many bikes?
Sir, I Ducati Pangela, sir.
Sorry?
Sir, Ducati Pangela.
Okay. So,
So that.
okay, right. So why
we are
again?
poor family, sir. So that I want to go to a good job, sir.
Okay. So I want to go to a good job and thank you, Sugunesh.
Thank you, sir.
Sweetie again.
Sir.
Yeah. So you have mentioned about I should succeed in my life.
Yes, sir.
Why do you want to succeed in your life?
So my dreams to become an airline, sir.
Okay.
From my small age, so I should succeed, sir, in my life. Focus on commitment, sir.
Okay. Focus on commitment. You want to succeed in your life.
Yes, sir.
Right. Fly in the high sky to change my world of life. Okay, Vishwa. Vishwa?
Yes, sir.
Very wonderful and touching goal you have given. Again, the same question. ஏன் இதுக்காக இதை பண்ணணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன்? Why do you want to do it?
சார் எங்க அம்மா அப்பா ஹாப்பியா வச்சுக்கணும் சார்.
ஓகே.
அவங்களுக்கு தெரியணும் சார் நான் எப்படி வேலைக்கு வந்தேன். அவங்க பட்ட கஷ்டத்துல தான் சார் என்ன படிக்க வைக்கிறாங்க.
Good, beautiful. So this is the word actually I'm looking for, happy.
Yes, sir.
You could say thanks, Pa. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Vaishnavi or all the people I asked, again going Sweetie, everyone who says or who had different dreams in their life. Tell me if I'm wrong. You want to be successful in your life because you think that gives you happiness. One person says, I want to buy a mini bike because for him, buying mini bikes will make him happy. Yes? Do you all agree that you want to be happy in your life? Is there anyone who says, no, I don't want to be happy? No, it could be, I want to become an air hostess, I want to become a pilot in a fighter plane, or I want to work as a pilot, I want to learn English, or you give me different things, because all these things, I would say, you are doing this because you think this will make you happy. Am I right? Yes. No. Yes, people come into the chat box. Is there anyone who says, I don't want to be happy? So can I say that all the people in this world, their ultimate goal in their life is to be happy. Whatever I do, I want to be happy. No, I want to buy a car because it makes me happy. I want to buy a bike, but it makes me happy.
Hello, sir.
I want to marry a girl, or I want to marry a boy because it makes me happy. So everything is connected to my happiness. So first thing is, I want you people to understand this. The reason is, I always feel there is a lack in our education system. It is like you need to make people understand the purpose of their life. Why are we here? We are not to be, we are not to become professionals. As someone rightly mentioned in their goal, I want to live my life. We are here to live our life. We are not here to be, professionals. Understand this first. Now, why? As I mentioned, I'm going to talk about only life skills. First of all, let's start with the question like, what is a skill? If you get into take a dictionary and you look at it, you'll have different definitions for skills. Okay, they'll say skill is a lot of definitions, like it can be treated as an ability, it is treated as talent. You'll find different words to mention about skills. But again, I see skill is a form of habit. A skill is something that needs to be acquired. Skill is something that needs to be acquired. You cannot learn a skill. Skill cannot be learned. Okay? Now, for example, someone says, skill is experience at your own work. Okay, skill is developed. Good. Nice to see definitions. See, now, skill is a professional one. Sugunesh, skill need not be a professional one. Okay. There is another word called something that is related to profession, is what we call it as competency. Okay. The skill is not limited to professionalism. As Amita mentioned, it is simply an ability. So people will have very good ability to do something well, developed by our own very good Rahul Balanarayana. Yes, right, people are excellent. So this is the thing you need to understand. Skill is an ability. Now, for example, I want to teach you how to fly an aircraft. So I take you to a classroom. I teach you all the parts of the aircraft. Okay, I teach you all the things about the cockpit, how to fly an aircraft. Everything was given to you, and then I make you write an exam, and you get say 99 out of 100 in that exam. Okay, excellent. How to fly an aircraft? A course on how to fly an aircraft. Very good. Nakul is giving me the answer. So even after getting 99 out of 100, you won't be able to fly an aircraft. So as he mentioned, practical knowledge, actually it is not practical knowledge. That is what the skill is. So here, even in your, this is something I'm moving out of the topic a little bit. So whenever you go to job, there is something called KSA. Okay. So K refers to knowledge, and S refers to skill, and A refers to attitude. Knowledge, skill, and attitude. So for each and every job, they will have this KSA. Okay. Now here, knowledge and skill can be, so you can learn knowledge. Knowledge can be learned through books, colleges, courses, and other things. Skill, we use the term acquire. You need to acquire the skill. Skill cannot be learned in a classroom. Skill has to be acquired. And skills, again, as you mentioned, it can be classified. Skills, it is not related to a professional, but skills can be classified as life skills and professional skills. So life skills is what I'm going to talk right now. Because I think ultimately, as we all know, you may have any number of professional goals in your life, but ultimately, happiness matters. Okay, what makes me happy? What if I achieve everything and I'm still unhappy? There is no point in it. When you achieve everything, you should feel happy, you should feel content. That is the success of life. So now, certain things which I feel is very important, which I have experienced among my students, which can be, which actually I want to tell them what I want to discuss with you. So going forward, it may be a little, theoretical. So in case if you have any points to be shared, get in the chat box, then I will go for the discussions when and there. So, Sheila, my thing says, knowledge will be learned in the classroom. Skill can be experienced in our day-to-day life. Very good. Skill has to be observed. Nice and good. So let's start with it. So the next few slides, we are going to discuss some of the basic skills that we actually need that would be good to have. Maybe this is just like a reminder that I'm going to give it to you. Do people know this? I always believe there is nothing called, there is nothing new to be given. I'm just an eye opener. I just open, hey, look, it is there. The remaining thing you will, you can do it on your own. So that's the thing here. Knowledge, what you know, understand about, right? So let's go with the thing. Again, these skills, I have not arranged them in any orders. Okay? I am not following any sequence. This is the first one. This is the second one. I'm just giving, it's my life experience. It's what I actually wanted to share with all my students. So the first one is being honest with yourself. You may be wondering, like, why do I call this as a skill? You know, skill is anything. Someone mentioned it comes by practice. You need to follow it. Only then you can acquire the skill. When I say acquiring, it is not something like someone will give you the skill. Okay, you come here, take the skill and go. So it has to be acquired. And as I mentioned earlier, a skill over a period of time becomes a habit. Okay, so here especially life skills. The first thing I would say is being honest with yourself. Now, why do I say this? Being honest with yourself is normally when we ask students like, what is your goals in your life, or what do you want to become, what do you aspire?
கொஞ்சம் தமிழ்ல பேசுங்க சார்.
தமிழ்ல பேசணுமாப்பா? Okay, can everyone follow? எல்லாத்துக்கும் தமிழ் தெரியுமா? தமிழ் தெரியாது?
Yes sir.
No sir.
அங்க நோ சார் இருக்கு.
Yes sir.
I'll try to.
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
No sir.
I'll try to use in between. But அதுக்கு நான் வரேன். அது that is also a part of my.
சார் ஃபுல்லா இல்ல சார், கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம் தமிழ்ல பேசுற மாதிரி. இங்கிலீஷ் பேசணும்னு சொல்ல, கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம்.
சரி பண்ணிக்கலாம். ரைட். சோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட்
நீங்க பேசுறது இங்கிலீஷ் புரியுது சார், ஆனா நான் என்னால பேசுறதுக்கு ஏதோ எனக்கு அதிகமா இங்கிலீஷ் தெரியாது சார், அதனாலதான் நான் கொஞ்சம் தமிழ்ல பேசுனீங்க கொஞ்சம் பெட்டரா இருக்கும். ஜெய் சார்.
ஓகே, நான் உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது ஸ்பெசிபிக்கா பாயிண்ட் வேணும் அப்படிங்கும்போது நீங்க எங்கிட்ட இன்டராக்ட் பண்ணுங்க, சரியா? நான் அதை வந்து உங்களுக்கு எக்ஸ்பிளைன் என்ன ஃபீல் ஃப்ரீ டு டாக். தட்ஸ் இட். ஏன்னா ஒரு காமன் ஆடியன்ஸ் இருக்கும்போது ஒரு பர்టిక్యులர் குரூப் வந்து நெக்லெக்டடா ஃபீல் ஆகுது, ரைட்?
ஓகே ஓகே
that Deepak again, huh? Thank you.
Okay.
Sir. So being honest with yourself, you must know what you actually need. Okay. Now most of the time we actually, cheat ourselves. My goal is this, we may not be actually fit for that. Okay, the very best example I would say is like is myself. Okay. At one point of time when I was a student, I actually wanted to, it's not wanted to, I don't want to become a teacher in my life. Okay. So I was very specific. எந்த வேலைக்கு வேணாலும் போவேன், நான் டீச்சரா மட்டும் ஆக மாட்டேன் அப்படிங்கிறது I was very strong, especially when I did my PG and other things, because I felt like என்னடா வேலை இது சும்மாவே உட்கார்ந்து சுட்டாங்க அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு நினைத்தான். But then after I started my career, I was working for Dell Computers as a technical support, and that is where I realized my strength as, okay, training அப்படிங்கிறது தான் நம்மளோட ஸ்ட்ரென்த் அப்படிங்கிறத அங்கதான் நான் ரியலைஸ் பண்ணேன். So that is what I think. Now being honest with yourself is all about you accept your strengths and weakness as this. உன்னோட strength to weakness அப்படியே அக்செப்ட் பண்ணிக்கணும். You are what you are. So being honest with yourself அப்படிங்கிறது ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. Accepting yourself. நான் இதுதான் அப்படிங்கிறது ஏத்துக்கிறது. எனக்கு ஒரு விஷயம் வராது, ஒரு விஷயம். See people here again, strengths and weakness பத்தி பேசும்போது there are different schools of thought. People will say you need to improve, work on your weakness. Okay, work on your weakness அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட். இங்க நான் என்ன சொல்லுவேன்னா, as of my opinion, I would say ignore your weakness. Ignore your weakness. So weakness வந்து there are two different things. Something is, சிலது வந்து உண்மையிலேயே வீக்னஸ் தான் நமக்கு தெரியாது. It could be a misperception. Now Deepak சொல்றார், சார் எனக்கு இங்கிலீஷ் வராது அப்படிங்கிறது. I see this as a misconception. நமக்கு வராதுனால ஒன்றும் கிடையாது, நம்ம முயற்சி பண்ணல அப்படிங்கிறது தான் உண்மையை தவிர we didn't make any efforts to learn. That's the truth. It's not that or எனக்கு வராது அப்படிங்கிறது கிடையாது. Okay, so Deepak point of பண்ணனால ஃபீல் பண்ணாதீங்க. It's a common thing. Deepak மாதிரி நிறைய பேர்
இல்ல சார் இங்கிலீஷ் எனக்கு வராது இல்ல சார், இங்கிலீஷ் எனக்கு தெரியும், ஆனா கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம் தான் சார் பேச தெரியும். இப்ப யாராச்சும் வராங்கன்னா அவங்கள்ட்ட சமாளிக்க தெரியும், ஆனா ஃபுல்லா தெரியாது. எனக்கு சுத்தமா புரியலையா, நான் நேரடியா கேட்டுருவேன்.
ஓகே, வெரி குட். இல்ல அது போதும்,
எனக்கு புரியல சார்,
சமாளிக்க தெரியுது போதும்.
எஸ் சார்.
Okay, that's enough. Yeah. So
yes sir,
first thing is be honest with yourself. So இங்க வந்து இந்த working on the weakness தவிர I would always recommend work on your strength. See, for example, let us assume there is a sports person. he has got very strong legs. Okay, அவனோட strength வந்து நல்ல strong legs இருக்கு. But his arms are weaker. Okay, armsல வந்து power இல்ல. And he says, I want to become maybe I want to throw a shot put player, javelin throw player. I want to become a successful player. If he works, instead of working on improving his strengths in the hand, I would say it's better use your strength. Not a weakness improve பண்றதுக்கு பதிலா, you know your legs are strong, become an athlete, you will be successful in your life. நம்ம கிட்ட எது ஸ்ட்ராங்கா இருக்கோ அதை யூஸ் பண்ணி நம்ம லைஃப் வின் பண்ணது. So that is where I would say the difference between strengths and weakness. Weakness வந்து hide it, cover your weakness, மத்தவங்களுக்கு தெரியாம பார்த்துக்கோங்க, and use your strength to hit. So this is the strategy. So ultimately, being honest with yourself is all about accept yourself as you are. Next one, listen. This is actually an art which we actually miss. அது இப்போ கரண்டா வந்து இந்த listening அப்படிங்கிற skills வந்து we have almost lost. We talk a lot of things. Okay, நிறைய பேசுறோம், கொஞ்சமா கேட்கிறோம். The importance of listening, I'd like to tell one reference. We all have heard about Nelson Mandela. World level, he is accepted. Everyone has accepted him as a great leader. And his father is actually a tribal chief. Okay? So once it was asked, to Nelson Mandela, what makes you a good leader? Where did you learn it? I learned it from my father. And so he says, whenever my father goes to the tribal meetings, I go with him. And they all will sit in a circle and they will discuss. And my father will be the last person to speak that. So that is what I did. Listen to everyone. And then try to understand them. And then you seek to be understood. முதல்ல மத்தவங்க சொல்றத புரிஞ்சுக்கங்க, அதுக்கப்புறம் உங்களை மத்தவங்க. This is what it is. So first you try to understand others and then try to make your stance. Again, இப்ப நான் சொல்ற எல்லாமே வந்துட்டு அந்த ஹாப்பினஸ் ரிலேட் பண்றதா. ஓகே, சிவநாராயணன் ஆக்சிடென்ட்லாம் நீங்க பிரசன்டேஷன் வரீங்க. Yes, people, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, audio is not visible.
So the second skill that we talk about is listening. And again, all these things are related to our first word. Our goals on happiness. It could be your personal thing or your professional environment. It could be an office or even in your family. Listen to others. Listen to what your brother says. Listen to what your sister says. Listen to what your friend says. Okay? That actually will bring a lot of happiness. And previous to adedhan, being honest with yourself, ellame relate pannunga will take you to your happiness, because that is our goal in life. And that is why, so I call this as a skill. Make it a point. Or 4 பேர் பேசுற இடத்துல, let me be the last person to speak. Okay, let me first listen to others, and if others doesn't have anything to say, then let me speak. That is the practice that you need to work on. Next one, very important thing that I would say, read. Okay. How many of you have the habit of reading books? Chat box lo solunga. And or just tell me which is the last book that you have read. Janagan, okay, enna book pa padicheenga kadasiya? So now I don't want just to okay, I just want you to mention the name of the books. Which book did you read? Goosebumps. Last board exam, the Green Room, 12 chemistry book, Hold My Hand. Yes, something like that. What is okay? Final exam, JEE, physics, science world. Then I can say science world. Others? Anything else? Right. Tamil Kavidaigal, moral science, physics, computer. Okay, guys. The reading is almost a lost habit, guys. Collect our skill. Please read and a little bit of main camp. Now, why do I say this? Reading books. Again, when I say read books, I'm not talking about your aeronautical books. I'm not talking about your subjects. I'm not talking about computers. I'm talking about literature. It could be a storybook. Of course, I don't limit it. It could be everything. It could be biographies, autobiographies, stories, novels. Read. Because reading gives you all the skills that you require. அது உங்களுக்கே தெரியாது எப்ப வெளியே வரும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. When it will come out, when it will come, it will automatically, come to the top. என்ன எங்கேயோ படிச்ச எல்லாமே ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கணுங்கிறதெல்லாம் கிடையாது. You need not remember everything you read, but you must read. பொன்னியின் செல்வன், முகுந்தன் சொல்றாரு. AM Club, IAM Club by Robin Sharma. Right. So you need not remember everything that you read. That's possible in Kadayada. But please, it will be there in your mind. The power of your subconscious mind, Mahaprabhu Sodhamari, it will automatically come. Whenever require the knowledge, the decision making, like help. So read a lot. And why I tell this at this point of time is, this is the time or this is the age where you will have enough time to read, guys. Trust me, after some time, professional you will not find time to read. This will entirely change your life, guys. Okay? Automatically it will come. Gives you a lot more ideas about reality of the world and business. Yes, then again, very good. This is what it will happen. So read a lot. Next one. Time management. Again, this is one very important thing. So time management next, I think the rendu na include pannikka solren. First things first. Okay. So both these things are almost similar. There is a research which has been done in which says we do a lot of things. Right from the morning, we are very busy. Okay, we do a lot of things. And as per the research, it was found 80% of the thing is actually something which is very, which keeps us very busy. For now, 80% of the thing keeps us very busy. And only 20% is productive or effective. Productive விஷயம் அப்படிங்கிறது 20% of our time is what considered to be productive. The remaining 80% is, it just keeps us busy. There is no productivity in it. So இதை reverse பண்ண try பண்ணு. Experiment with your life. Maybe I would suggest writing your diaries, daily diaries. planet. At the end of the day, just go and write down what productive thing you have done on that particular day. Okay? Every day, make it a habit. Before you go to your bed, could be diary layout. Just take a notebook, write the date, and just note down what you have done productive on that particular day. And after 1 month, take a stock of it. ஒரு மாசம் கழிச்சு நம்ம என்னெல்லாம் பண்ணிருக்கோம்னு சொல்லிட்டு do a recheck. Then you will know what you are actually doing with your life. The reason is, again, time is very important in this point of life. Ellarume successful people have used their time. It's not that you have mentioned your goals about becoming air hostess or becoming a pilot, becoming an industrialist. Nariya sollirundhi. Idu ellathukkum work pananum. It is not that one fine day. Third year, நம்ம படிக்கும்போது last semester, it will not happen in the last semester. So if it has to happen in the last semester, abdina, you need to work. So that's what we say. First things first. Edu priority. Learn to prioritize things in your life. Okay. Learn to prioritize. Edu which is important, which is not important. Edu mukkiyam illa அப்படிங்கிறதுல இது பண்ணுங்க. People, please avoid unnecessary chats here. Okay. Right. Then, this is very important. Stop whining. So, any idea what is meant by whining? If you want to tell that in Tamil, புலம்புறது. Okay. இது எங்கடா நமக்கு வரும், இது நமக்கு தெரியாது, I don't know this, I can't do this. Okay. Why don't he do this? It's not murmuring. Murmuring வந்து usually it is speaking at a low voice. ஜனகன் சொல்லுப்பா.
சார் இப்ப நீங்க என்ன கேட்டீங்க? புலம்புறதா சார்?
புலம்புறதுன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க தமிழ்ல. எந்த விஷயத்துல செய்யக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லுங்க கேக்குறீங்களா? இல்ல இது என்னடா இது வரல, எனக்கு இப்படி பண்ணிட்டேன், இது எனக்கு தெரியாது, இது என்னால முடியாது, பாரு நான் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணேன் எனக்கு மட்டும் நடக்கல. ஓகே, இட் இஸ் நாட் ஹேப்பனிங் டு மீ. அது எல்லா விஷயமும். It could be a personal thing, it could be your academics, it could be your professional thing. Okay, it could be everything. Simply இது என்னடா இதுவா அதுவா, something you fail, உடனே வந்துட்டு ஐயோ நடக்கலையே, அது நடக்கலையே, இது நடக்கலையே அப்படின்னு புலம்புறது. So it is everything in your life, because this actually puts you down, guys. Now I have observed this very recently in many families, especially சொல்லுங்கப்பா.
ரீசன் இப்ப நீங்க சொல்றது புரிஞ்ச வரையும் நான் அதிகமா புலம்ப மாட்டேன்.
இல்ல நான் யாரையும் ஸ்பெசிபிக்கா எல்லாம் சொல்லலப்பா. நான் என்ன சொல்றேன்னா, எந்த ஆக்டா இருந்தாலுமே we may the failures are prone to happen. நமக்கு வந்து நிறைய failures வரும், because there is no point in continuous successful எல்லாம் இருக்க முடியாது, எல்லாரும் ஃபெயில் ஆகும். whenever you fail, நான் வந்து என்ன சொல்றேன்னா, what next அப்படின்னு மூவ் பண்ணுங்க. அதுதான் ஸ்டாப் whining. ஐயோ இது இப்படி ஆயிடுச்சடா, இப்படி ஆயிடுச்சடா, இப்படி ஆயிடுச்சடா அப்படின்னு சொல்றத வந்துட்டு, that is what whining is all about. So no whining. Okay, எதுவா இருந்தாலுமே try to think vexation. Yeah, so what next? Don't care about. Very good ஜனகன். எதுனாலும் நம்மள என்ன டிப்ரெஸ் பண்ணாலும் தூக்கி போட்டு how to come out of it அப்படிங்கறத மட்டும் பாருங்க. ஏன் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா,
இந்த ஸ்டேஜ்ல எதுவும் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா அந்த ஸ்டேஜ் நினைக்கிறது, இந்த ஸ்டேஜ் நினைக்கிறது விட்டு அடுத்த ஸ்டேஜ்ல என்ன வர போகுதுன்னு அதை
எப்படி கரெக்ட் பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கறத பாருங்க. ஓகேவா? அது வந்து ஒரு ஹாபிட்டா பண்ணிக்கோங்க. ஏன்னா நம்ம புலம்பி நம்மள நாமளே வந்து குறுக்கிக்குவோம். then you will not make efforts. ஓகே, இது முடிஞ்சதா, தூக்கி போடு, இது வரலையா, அடுத்தது என்ன பண்ணு, do the next thing. Something miserably we will fail, and then find what is a solution for that, rather than அதை வந்து யாரு பண்ணா, இவன் பண்ணதுனால தான் இப்படி ஆச்சு, இவன் மட்டும் இது வந்திருந்ததுன்னா நான் இப்படி பண்ணியிருப்பேன் அப்படி பண்ணியிருப்பேன்னு சொல்றதை விட take the next thing. So இதுக்கு வந்து maybe if you could watch a video of அப்துல் கலாம் வந்து ஒரு வீடியோ சொல்லியிருப்பார் ஒரு அவரோட ஸ்பீச்ல. he says once 1980ல நடந்த ஒரு விஷயம், when he was doing the first satellite launch vehicle prepare பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காரு. So he is actually the mission director, the project director இருக்காரு. And then they started it. This happened in 1980. Remember, அப்பெல்லாம் வந்து கம்ப்யூட்டர்ஸ் வந்து ஒரு பெரிய விஷயம். அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பீரியட்ல they started working on building a satellite launch vehicle. So satellite launch vehicle அப்படிங்கிறது அந்த ராக்கெட். அதுல வந்து they want to fit a rocket, then it needs to be placed in the orbit. And they started it before the launch. வந்து ஒரு 4 minutes before the launch, the computer is giving a error stating that there is a leakage in the second level of the rocket. But then people ignored it. They said that sufficient fuel irukku, leakage irundalo it will be launched. So people ignore the error message given by the computer and went with the launching. And ultimately, after the first level, the second level varumbodhu the rocket completely failed and it fell into the Bay of Bengal. So after this, there was a meeting from the press. Okay, at that time the chairman of ISRO was Mr. Satish Dhawan, Professor Satish Dhawan. So Satish Dhawan says, okay, tomorrow you come with me. He says to Abdul Kalam, you come with me, let's go for the press meet. And he also said, don't worry, I will answer them. So Abdul Kalam was there sitting, and Satish Dhawan answered, yes, we failed in the first attempt. In the next attempt, we will do it. Okay, we have learned a lot from this. And he faced the entire press, and the mission was started again. And again in 82 or something, they relaunched it. And this time it was a successful launch. And Satish Dhawan said, he called Kalam and said, now you go and address the press. Now, there is a lot of thing to be learned from this particular thing. First thing is, yes, it failed. Now, just think about Satish Dhawan. He could have said, Kalam கிட்ட வந்துட்டு உங்ககிட்ட தான் நான் ப்ராஜெக்ட் கொடுத்தேன், நீங்க என்ன பண்ணீங்க, why did you do this அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு he could have thrown the blame on him. But he took it. Okay, what is the next step to done? நடந்துருச்சு, நெக்ஸ்ட் என்ன பண்ணணும்? he need to do that one. நெக்ஸ்ட் என்ன பண்ணணும்? அதுதான் லைஃப்ல எல்லாத்துக்குமே நமக்கு நிறைய ஃபெயிலியர்ஸ் வரும். you may face a lot of betrayals, you may face failures, right? what next இது எப்படி நடக்காம இருக்கணும் அப்படிங்கறத வந்து மூவ் பண்ணுங்க. that will take you. That is all about stop whining. Okay, next, இது ரொம்ப முக்கியமானது. think globally and act responsibly. Of course, the second point is what I would say very important. Act responsibly. So whatever you do in your life, take responsible for that one. Okay, now I would say நீங்க soft skill பத்தி எல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு classes எல்லாம் வரும். Future we will be coming to handle soft skill classes. நேத்து அருண் சார் எல்லாம் பேசியிருப்பாரு. So soft skill, entire soft skill, I would say the entire soft skill I relate it with 3R. Okay, so entire soft skill வந்துட்டு 3R அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு கான்செப்ட்ல நாங்க ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணிடுவேன். So the first R is, okay, relate, and the second R is respect, and the third R is react. இந்த மூணு தான் சாஃப்ட் ஸ்கில்ல எல்லாமே. ரிலேட், ஸோ நம்ம ஒரு இடத்துக்கு போறோம் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா, ஃபர்ஸ்ட், ஆர் இட் குட் பி யூ ஆர் மீட்டிங் அ பர்சன், you want to know how to talk to that person. First, identify your relationship. நீங்க உங்க காலேஜ்ல இருக்கிறீங்கன்னா identify what is your relationship with your college. Okay, what is I am a student here, I belong to this place, this is my teacher, this is my father, mother, my friend, my sister, okay, my classmate. You will have a lot of things to relate. Identify your relation and respect it. It could be anyone, guys. When I say respect, it includes respecting yourself. Okay? So respect it. And then you react. That is the perfect soft skill you need to understand. So when I say act responsibly, this is all about it. Relate, respect, and react. It will be a responsible reaction for any situation. So the next one comes speak up. So now, again, when I say speak up, I would like to appreciate Deepak here who says, "Sir, எனக்கு தமிழ் வராது சார். கொஞ்சம் இங்கிலீஷ்ல புரியறது கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டமா இருக்கு. தமிழ்ல பேசுங்க சார்." அப்படின்னு சொல்லுங்க. So that's the courage to speak up. Okay. So whenever and wherever required, speak up. And at the same time, remember the previous one, listen. முதல்ல கேட்டுட்டு அப்புறமா பேசுங்க. That is actually I made it a point. These two things are comes in this sequence. மற்றதெல்லாமே நான் sequence பண்ணல, but listen and speak. I ensure that there must be a proper sequence between listening and speaking. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So speak whenever required. Speak. Be bold to say. Sometimes again relating to your happiness. Sometimes if you don't speak, you will lose your happiness. You must learn to say no at times. You must learn to speak your stand. And again, Maradi first point poitunga, being honest to yourself. Don't say orthra convince pandradukagavo, don't just for making someone happy, don't do it. Be true to yourself and speak what your heart says. Again, it will take you back to your happiness. Next, very important, live in the moment. So this may sound a little philosophical, but I always see this, there is something practical and professional about this one also. We always, whenever we do things, it could be now I'm here talking to you people. Now I want to live this moment. I enjoy this moment of meeting, talking to fresh minds. I love talking to these people. உங்ககிட்ட பேசுறது இந்த நிமிஷம் இதை I should make it very memorable. I should memorable எப்படி பண்ணுவோம்னா with all my focus, with all my whole heart and soul into this particular thing. And that is what is all about, living the moment. Then again, what is happening, Janagan? People are running with your own stories, things. That's what I told you. Understand where you are and then do this one. If this is your personal chat, you can go with this. So that is all about live in the moment. Focus on whatever you do, guys. If you're in the class, focus on your studies. If you're in the ground, focus on your game. Okay. So that is what will make you successful in the life. So it is not about thinking about your past or thinking about your future. It is about the present. So either one skill develop pananum. Again, I said first, actually, when I included this one, I felt okay. This sounds a little philosophical. Live the present is true. But then it is not just philosophical things. It is true. When we fail to live the present moment, we fail to make our future. இன்னைக்கு நான் செய்ய வேண்டியதை கரெக்டா செஞ்சா நாளைக்கு எனக்கு கிடைக்க வேண்டியது கரெக்டா கிடைக்கும். It could be your dreams, it could be your goals. எதுவா இருந்தாலுமே it is possible only when you do the present moment correct. Next, it's all about இது நான் ஸ்கில்ல சொல்லணுமா அப்படிங்கிறது I had a doubt, but still I want to tell this one. Usually when I have when we have classes in NCBR training நடக்கும்போது Subramani, is it okay now? His voice is breaking. Someone respond, please. Is my voice clear?
Clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great, thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Clear.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Happiness is when you
Yes,
are
sir.
when you wake up having enough sleep. So, yeah, this already yeah, I was talking about the NCPIR classes. So morning 9:30 class start ஆகும். I will see someone sleeping inside the class. I'll say, ஏன்பா தூங்கிட்டு இருக்க அப்படின்னா, I'll say, sir, headache, sir. Why headache? That too at an early morning. So this is something like when I made, this is not just one case or two cases. I have seen several days, several students I have met this. Often people complaining this headaches in the early morning and giving things. Now, later when I came to know that, I see a pattern, like most of them have sleep deprivation. They don't sleep properly. So everyone has got a mobile phone. You keep fiddling with the mobile phone late nights, watching YouTube videos or whatever bullshit it's there. So guys, இது வந்து நான் ஃபர்ஸ்டே சொன்ன மாதிரி தான். இது வந்து நான் இந்த வயசுல உங்ககிட்ட நான் கண்டிப்பா சொல்லி ஆகணும்னு நினைச்சேன். I want you to tell this to all the people. Sleep properly. Okay, ஒரு 6 to 7 hours of sleep is compulsory to keep you active for the rest of the day. இது இப்ப மட்டும் கிடையாது பசங்களா. It is not just an end. See, at this age you have enormous energy in your body, guys. Bodyல இருக்கிற எதுவுமே தெரியாது உங்களுக்கு. After 40 years of age you will see the impact of these things. இன்னைக்கு currently we are facing a very pandemic situation. அதனால தான் நம்ம இன்னைக்கு உட்கார்ந்து over the phone or online la நம்ம உட்கார்ந்து பேசிட்டு இருக்கோம். We talk about having good immunity, we talk about having good health. So இது எல்லாமே எப்ப பாசிபிள் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா இந்த ஸ்லீப் இருக்கணும். எஸ்பெஷலி ஸ்லீப் அட் நைட். இந்த பகல்ல தூங்குறதெல்லாம் காம்பன்சேஷன் பண்றதெல்லாம் வேலைக்காகாது. சார் நான் நைட்டு தூங்கல காலையில தூங்கிக்கிறேன் அப்படிங்கறதெல்லாம் கிடையாது. There are certain things which must happen at certain time. So sleep well, that will make your mornings very good. And as I mentioned, it is not just about the headaches பத்தி மட்டும் இல்ல, உங்களோட later part of life இருக்கும். நம்ம சொன்னோம் இல்லையா, first what is ultimate thing we need in our life is happiness. So happiness, நாளைக்கு you may have hell lot of money with you, but if you don't have a proper health, அந்த பணம் எல்லாத்தையும் கொண்டு போய் ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ல தான் கொடுக்கும். So a good health அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு வந்து இப்ப இருந்தே ஒர்க் பண்ணுங்க. Eat properly, அதுவும் very important. Have your breakfast. Don't skip your breakfast. இது எல்லாமே வந்து again ஏன் நான் இதை வந்து ஸ்கில்ல கொண்டு வந்தேன்னா, I want to tell this is a habit. People skip breakfast. You may not miss, you may not realize it. Okay, all the particular thing has their own time to do, like having food when you are hungry. Okay, so having food when you're hungry, I don't want to take this into a discussion, but then my point is very simple. Don't skip your breakfast, because the body has certain biological timing and it requires it. I'm not talking about having a great meal and all, but keep your body healthy. It could be anything. So people, I have seen people complaining. எங்கிட்ட வர ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் சொல்லுவாங்க, சார் நான் காலையில 6 மணிக்கே பஸ்ஸுக்கு வந்துடுவேன், அதனால இங்க சாப்பிடல, இங்க வந்து தான் நான் சாப்பிடுறேன் சாப்பிடாம. So everything comes, and at this point of age, your health, your energy may ignore it. இந்த வயசுல அது தெரியாது. You may ignore it, but later at one point of time you will start இதோட இம்பாக்ட் எல்லாம் பின்னாடி வர ஆரம்பிக்கும். So அதுக்கு make this a habit. Next one, very important, know yourself. The know yourself, again, a kind of self awareness. It could be related with being honest to yourself also. Interview la vandu you might get a question, what is your strength and what is your weakness அப்படினு சொல்லிட்டு. Okay, what do you consider your strength and what do you consider it as your weakness? So in the strength weakness எல்லாமே வந்துட்டு you cannot write down your resume overnight. Usually நாங்க third year la வந்துட்டு we teach how to write and resume. We teach how to frame a career objective. But அதுல ஒரு worst part என்ன அப்படின்னா, career objective கண்டிப்பா ஒரு நாள்ல எழுத முடியாது. Okay, so if you want to write your career objective, it is something like the goal of your life. You need to spend time. Just try to find out what you are good at, what you are not good at, what is your strength, what do you like doing, what you don't like doing. இதெல்லாம் சேர்ந்து வர்றதுதான் உங்களோட career objective. And if you are aware of all these things, framing a career objective will become very easy. And again, when you frame a good career objective, your interview process will become easy. And again, you will go to the right place, you get the right job without any failures. But if somewhere you miss it, if you identify something as your wrong career objective, if your career objective is not actually going to suit you, then we face all the troubles. So getting a job அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு பக்கம் முக்கியம்னாலும் getting the right job is again important. Okay, so you must be able to handle that job, perform that job, be successful in that particular job. Just entering into the job and sitting there is not going to help you. So that is where I talk about this self-awareness. Be aware. What is your actual strength அப்படிங்கிறது. Next, be a little proactive. Okay, so proactive is ஒரு விஷயம் வர்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி keep preparing for those things. So proactive is you need to practice it. Okay, examsக்கு வந்து கடைசி நாள் உட்கார்ந்து படிக்கிறதுக்கு பதிலா கொஞ்சம் முன்னாடி படிக்கலாம். Okay, and so proactiveness comes. See, again, this proactiveness எடுத்தோம்னு சொன்னா, I'll always say, if you love something, you will always be proactive. See, just imagine you have your favorite hero's movie to be released next Friday, and you are planning to go for a theater. Now, how proactive you plan? Okay, you book the tickets in advance. Okay, and you have a plan. Where should I start? How should I reach? Who will come from which place? How we are going to meet there? Every plan will be done well in advance. So it's again very simple. So proactiveness is not just about it's not just a skill to be executed. It is simple. If you love it, you will be proactive, no doubt in it. The next one, very important. Begin with the end in the mind. Again, I'm going back to my first one. Begin with the end. That means have your goals, set your goals very clearly. Okay, this is my goal. And identifying the goal, it requires a lot of self-awareness. So this is what I need. And when you have this focus and you consistently work towards it, it will take you to your goals. No doubts in that one. Okay, and the next one, which I actually wanted to share, is this: embrace technology. Okay, so technology is growing up like anything. It requires you to embrace it. Don't ignore technology, or technology will ignore you. Maybe it could be working in a computer. I think you people are extremely good at it. You learn a lot of things. Far better maybe using a mobile phone or whatever it is. So learn to embrace new technology. Keep embracing. It will keep changing. Every day you will find new technology coming into pictures. So just adapt yourself to those technologies. And very important, use the technology wisely and responsibly. That's very important. So this is all about the skills part that I want to discuss with you people. Again, whatever I mentioned is all about the life skills. Okay, so there is something called, when I talk about the speaking, there is communication skills, which we will discuss at a later point of time. What is communication, all those things. But now, I think I have given you all the basics, life skills that is essential for your thing. Next, I move on to this grooming part, because grooming I'm not going to cover in detail. Though it's a part of a topic, I'll just give you the basics of grooming. So grooming is all about presenting yourself. Okay, so there's a saying, normally people say, don't judge a book by its cover. But it's unfortunate that you are judged by the cover. You are judged by the way you look. You are judged by the way you dress, the way you present yourself matters a lot. So please understand the importance of grooming. People are judged by their external appearance. இதுதான் grooming பத்தி எந்த சொல்றதா இருந்தாலும். So external appearance, when I say once I say external appearance, don't connect it with beauty. நம்ம எல்லாருமே வந்துட்டு we need not be Ajit and Vijay to impress others. Okay, it is all about being neat. Okay, being acceptable. அவ்வளவுதான். So that is all about grooming. Okay, so focus a little on your external appearance. So when I say external appearance, again வந்து இந்த மாதிரி தான் dress பண்ணணும். It is not about wearing costly dresses and accessories. It is about being neat and meeting the requirements of that particular place. Is all about ma, how is it, ma? People complaining about voice lagging. Asha, now is it okay?
It's okay, sir.
Okay. So people being judged by their external appearance. Okay. So focus on that particular thing. So the reason why I'm telling this is you never get a second chance. This is to make the first impression. So once people look at you, the way it includes, when I say grooming, it includes even the words you speak, the way you dress, the way you keep yourself neat. இது எல்லாமே வந்து groomingல வரும். So grooming, when I say maybe I don't want to, actually I avoided இந்த மாதிரி தான் ஷர்ட் போடணும், இப்படி தான் ஹேர் கட் இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு எல்லாமே ஸ்டோரிஸ் சொல்றது இல்லை. It is all about, you know. Okay, Janagan has given something. Attitude and dressing sense and manners of communicating with others changes the way of seeing you. Yes, very good. So make it very presentable and acceptable, guys. That is more than enough. You people know that. I don't want to give you guidelines on that one, and that will be pitched in when we do it in the actuals. Okay, so some perceptions, people வந்து இந்த person உங்களை பார்த்த உடனே இதெல்லாமே முடிவு பண்ணிடுவாங்க. From your dress, whether you are intelligent or not, whether you are professional or not, whether you are credible or not, எல்லாமே உங்க ட்ரெஸ்ஸிங்கை வச்சே முடிவு பண்ணிடுவாங்க. So for boys, again, I'll just give you some basic things. I'm not going to run any slides on how to do that one. As of boys are concerned, like, please make neatly pressed clothes. Adu uniform irundhalum seri illa it could be a formals. Okay, always prefer wearing light clothes. The முக்கியமா உங்க காலேஜ்ல வரும்போது வந்துட்டு நாங்க ட்ரைனிங்ல வரும்போது இது பண்ணுவோம். We say tuck in your shirts and shoes wear பண்றது, tags wear பண்றது எல்லாமே சொல்லுவோம். So people, yes, Subramani. Subramani, do you have anything to say, pa?
Sir, I can't hear, sir.
Enapa? Screen.
I can't hear, sir. Your voice breaking, sir.
Okay, now is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. So coming back to the grooming part. So boys, you can first, when it comes to dressing, let it be any dress, uniform or whatever it is. Certain habits grooming. When you stitch dresses, ensure that you have sufficient length for tucking in your shirt. Okay, and கொஞ்சம் ஃபிட்டான ட்ரெஸ்ஸஸ் இது பண்ணுங்க. அண்ட் whenever you buy new clothes, ஃபார்மல் ட்ரெஸ்ஸஸ் எல்லாம் வாங்கும்போது buy light shirts and dark trousers. எல்லாமே ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Once you make it a practice on an interview day, it will not be like preparing for something. This is my regular habit. This is how I am. அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு ப்ராக்டிஸ் வந்துடும். அண்ட் பர்சனல் ஹைஜீன்ல முக்கியமா வந்துட்டு யூனோ taking முக்கியமா ஹேர் வாஷ். Okay, keep your hair properly trimmed and have a proper haircut and nails எல்லாமே கொஞ்சம் ப்ராப்பரா கட் பண்ணி வச்சுக்கோங்க. கேர்ள்ஸ் if you are using your nail polish and other thing, again it should be properly trimmed nails. And very important சில habits எல்லாம் இருக்கும். For example, if you carry a mobile phone and if you carry a handkerchief, okay, or question, handkerchief எந்த பாக்கெட்ல வைப்பீங்க? In which pocket you will?
Left side.
Huh?
Left side.
Right side.
Left side.
Right
side, sir. Right side.
Okay.
Back
Left
side.
side.
Okay. Now the correct answer will be left side. Why left side abdina? Because when you are, say for example, you are in a dining room and you are having your food and your right hand will be occupied. So if you want to take your handkerchief for maybe for sneezing or coughing, then it will be from the right side. If you are having it on the right side, then you just think about, you need to turn around and take it, that one in our messenger bag phone and goes there. Okay, I don't understand. Notice that. Yeah. So இது வந்து ஒரு சின்ன habit அவ்வளவுதான். Again, maybe wallet could be kept on the right side because normally you use your wallet when your both hands are free. So especially kerchief and phone, I prefer keeping it on my left side because even suppose I'm having food and someone calls me, I'll be able to pick the call. If it is really important, I want to talk, I'll be able to take it in my left hand. So இதெல்லாமே சின்ன சின்ன practices. And again, girls in the see to that your hairstyles, your hair should not come, cover your face. Keep it clearly. You need to put a band and ensure that the hair doesn't drops in front. These are small things, and I believe you people are well aware of this one. But why the grooming அப்படிங்கிறது ரொம்ப important? Okay. And certain manners. So manners la vandu nariya they give a lot of stories regarding the manners of dining manners, table manners and solli nariya manners nama solrom. But understand the bottom line of everything, and you may find different versions of it. Orthar vandu idu sarin solluvaanga, orthar idu thappan solluvaanga. Now for example, when I asked which pocket you will keep your kerchief abdin sonna, some says right, some says left. Now the logic is this one: if you are a left-hander, then probably you need to keep it on your right side. Okay, if I am a left-hander abdin sonna, then there is no point, it can be kept on the right side. Why we do அப்படிங்கிறது தான் அங்க முக்கியம். It is not about this is a rule, this is how you need to follow. Please understand why we are following certain things. Okay, so this is it. And I think with that, let me conclude my presentation. Now, if you have any questions that you'd like to ask me, you can go with the questions.
Students, do you have any queries?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yes.
Shall we wind up the session, sir? I think they have.
If you want to ask, you can ask me.
They are telling they have no issues, no queries.
Okay.
Thank you, sir, for the wonderful session. True success is all about working towards meaningful goals and dreams, because persistence makes all the difference. So be focused. Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something you design for the present. So live the moment. So thank you, sir, for igniting the light of positivity. So thank you for the wonderful session. So now I invite Mr. Ramesh Babu, Training Manager, AME and AMT, Nehru College of Aeronautics and Applied Sciences for the felicitation address. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Am I audible?
Yes,
Madam?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Very good. Thank you.
Honorable Resource Person, Mr. Ramesh Raja, sir. Training Head, NCPIR. HOD, sir, Professor Sinkari Udul, sir. My colleagues and dear students. We had a very wonderful session now by our Ramesh Raja, sir. It was very interesting and it was very interactive also. A session which was really interactive, interesting and very useful. Maybe small silly things he has covered, but beautifully. It was really nice to hear to you, sir. Thanks a lot, sir, for such a wonderful session. Dear students, Ramesh Raja, sir, may be quite new to you, but to our campus, he is not at all a new person. Always he used to be with us for assisting our students for the placement or for assisting our students for other guidance, career guidance, etc. Not only that, when we need to get an approval, international approval at par with the EASA, European Aviation Safety Agency, and we need to frame a new question bank system. And Ramesh Raja sir was in the front line to help us, and we use that question bank system where we have a model exam for the students, for the DGC students especially. So continue helping us, sir, and guide our students. Thank you, Lord, for grooming our students. It was really worth to all our students. Sir, has, dear students, please implement it. Sir has clearly explained what is success, what is happiness, what is the importance of reading, then grooming, etc. It all matters. As sir rightly said, your first impression, it really matters. And your attitude really matters. So I don't want to continue more. You may be waiting for your break. So, dear students, I think you are fully powered, enriched now. The last 2 weeks we conducted the orientation program. Today also we had a very successful session, and one more session is there. Then next week onwards we are going to start regular classes. Of course, in the afternoon today at 2:30 p.m. we have you can familiarize with our campus also. So be active, students. Learn, enjoy learning. Be happy always. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Ramesh Raji sir, once again, thank you a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Ramesh Raja sir. Very nice session you have taken. Very good, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So this concludes the first session. So we'll be back by 11:50 for the second session.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
I request all the students to rejoin by 11:50 for the second session.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you all. The second session will start at 11:50. Okay.